Guys, it's final haul time. I've been out shopping again. I wonder what's in here. Stay tuned and take a look. Alright, vinyl community, good afternoon. It's final haul times, and just another update for you. I've got about roughly 10 here. Again, I've put them in chronological order of release. These bunch of 10 here I've pulled off the shelf, so I'm still playing catch up. Let's go through them. James Taylor, Mud Slide Slim on Warner Brothers. Don't quote me on it, but I think this is roughly about his third studio album, and it's 1971. I played through Side A once. Fantastic. I mean, absolutely fantastic. For me, I've probably got about 3 or 4 James Taylors now. I had the opportunity a while ago to buy about his first 7 albums, or the first 7 albums of Jackson Browne this lady had, and I chose Jackson Browne. Got them for a great price. I don't regret that, but I'm keen to get all of James Taylor's early stuff, so do yourself a favour. Next, we go to jump to 1973, it's Uriah Heep. It's their 6th studio album, Sweet Freedom. I think that's the same label as the Doors are on. That looking label, Warner Brothers. For me, again, being their 6th studio album, they sort of mixed up a bit more in the studio here, Uriah Heep. There's a lot more different elements. So there's elements of rock, there's elements of metal, there's elements of prog rock, and everything in between. But musically and hearing it on vinyl, it's just fantastic. And as you know, I love Uriah Heep, so I'll keep finding their records. Just great music. From 1973, we go to 1975. It's John Lennon's Rock and Roll. Yes, Rock and Roll. This is actually there's no originals here. They're all covers of rock songs. Now you can see here, I'm missing the edges at the top here. I think I got this for $1 or something. The vinyl is in perfect shape, believe it or not. The cover's RS. So for a bit of rock and roll, I look forward to hearing that. And it's the Platters 20 original hits on Mercury. Discogs, this done a couple of sales, up around the $40, $50 mark. Would you believe? I actually picked this up for free. The local store had it in a bin sitting outside. Take any record you want for free, and this is one of them. And of course, songs like Great Pretender, just fantastic background music to have. Back into the 80s and 86. I don't see the VC talking about this much, but we all like all kinds of stuff, don't we? It's True Colours by Cyndi Lauper. True Colours, I was 12 years old when this came out, and absolutely love the song. Love her music. Starts off with Change of Heart on side 1, which was also a big hit for Sydney. Now I've watched Sydney on TV a bit lately. She's got a reality show on of her life currently. Not that good. I mean, she's a fun sort of gal, but I think this is about 86 as well. It's Press to Play by McCartney. It's his 6th studio album outside of Beatles or Wings. His 6th one, and this was his worst selling studio album up until that date. I've barely played this album on Parlophone. Yeah, reading reviews on it's not that good. I'll try to play a couple of the bigger hits, and just sort of really failed to really get into them to start off with. So great for the collection. The album he had after this, I think, was 88, which had like the songs My Brave Face, which to me was a bit better than this particular album, but nonetheless, great for the collection. 1987, Susan Vega, Solitude Standing. Amazing album if you don't have it. An incredible album. Great singer. Fantastic songwriting. I think it's got Tom's Diner as well. Tom's Diner, which is probably her bigger hit. In terms of being in Australia specifically, for me, I liked Luca, side A, track 2. song about a woman getting beaten up and not wanting to tell anyone about it. So based on that sort of storyline, you can imagine the writing and the meaning of the song. It was well written. Just a fantastic album. To 1988 now, we go to Money for Nothing, Dire Straits. I don't know a lot about this album. I mean, I know Dire Straits, but I believe it's like kind of like the Who May Hoot album by AC/DC, where there's some previous tracks on there and some new tracks. So I'm pretty sure this sort of came out the launch of Money for Nothing, things like that. So I'll need to go back through my my Dire Straits album to see how this fits into the picture. There's the label there. But plenty of good tracks on that one. One more, we go to 1988. Billy Joel and Stormfront. Fairly cheapy sort of record. But I've got all of Billy's early stuff now. This is probably the latest album, or the most recent, even though it's 1988. The biggest song, of course, We Didn't Start the Fire, was a massive hit here in Australia. 88, so I was 15 at the time. Did I like it then? Not particularly, because back then I was huge in the 60s and Elvis and doo-wop, all that kind of stuff. So this was okay, not really for me. So I'll be interested to hear what I think about listening to it now. I don't know if you guys have got this, what you think of this compared to his sort of 70s work, I guess. Thanks guys for tuning in for the latest haul there. Plenty more still to do for vinyl finds. I've got some absolute gems, some crackers I've been wanting to get for a while, so they'll appear soon, all in good time. So let me know in the comments which albums did you like, anything there you think is no good at all. What about that McCartney? Are you a big McCartney fan? Is that one of his not so fond of records? Let me know what you think. Cheers out.